Ladies and gentlemen, it is your man, Phil Allen, aka Phil from Mount Airy. And the Phillies this year, I have been saying that they are just unwatchable. And I am beyond excited for the very, very, very close return of the Eagles to this town's consciousness, to the radar on this town, and most importantly, to the airwaves. And the fact is that the Eagles are the pulse of this town. They are the heart and soul. This is a town that bleeds green, and I am at the forefront of the people who bleed green in this town. So, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce the voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, Mr. Merrill Reese. Merrill, thank you for joining us.
Phil, thank you for having me. And I am also, perhaps equally, excited for the return of Eagles football.
Merrill, Michael Vick was on this very station this week with Mike Missinelli, and he made the claim that he is going to change the way that he plays the game. Do you believe that we are going to see significant change from Michael Vick?
Well, Phil, I've got to be honest. I do not believe that Michael Vick will change the way that he plays football. That said, I do believe that Michael Vick will make small adjustments. And I think that those adjustments will be towards the end of keeping him under center, hopefully for all 16 games.
Exactly. I do not need Michael Vick to throw the ball away on a regular basis. I do not need him to slide every time he takes off with the ball. I do not need him to play the game scared. All I need is for Michael Vick to avoid the big hit. Because Michael Vick needs to understand that this team is not a legitimate contender without him, because this team cannot win with Mike Kafka.
Phil, I agree wholeheartedly. The fact is that Michael Vick brings things to the table that no other quarterback in the entire league brings to the table. And this is a team that I think with the addition of DeMeco Ryans will have enough on defense that if the offense can be as explosive as it has been in the past, can be a huge contender in the NFC and the NFL as a whole.
Well, I agree wholeheartedly. I believe that with a happy Deshaun Jackson, a healthy Michael Vick, and LaShawn McCoy playing the way that he played last year, that despite Andy Reid still calling the shots, that this team could be a legitimate Super Bowl contender this year. I firmly believe that, and I know that I bleed green. I know that I am wearing some emerald-colored glasses right now, but I believe it, Merle. I believe that this team can do it.
Phil, I also believe it. I think that Juan Castillo will put his stamp on the defense this year. I believe he will be more in charge than he was last year. I think we're going to see Jim Washburn take a step back, and I think we're going to see Juan Castillo put a defense in place that is going to be more able to contain the run than the wide nine did last year. I think that this team is capable of so much more this year, Phil.
Bro, that's all I want to hear. And Michael Vick is the trigger man for that, and he must stay healthy.
Phil, I agree wholeheartedly. Donovan McNabb, when he was here, and don't get me wrong, I am not knocking Donovan. He is a borderline Hall of Fame quarterback. But when Donovan was here, he may as well have had chimpanzees for receivers because he threw the ball at their feet like I have never seen a quarterback do in all of my years watching the NFL. Donovan threw a beautiful deep ball, but on short to intermediate routes, he constantly threw the football low. Michael Vick throws the deep ball as well as Donovan, and he throws the intermediate and short routes better than Donovan ever did. And to give him Jeremy Maclin, Deshaun Jackson, to give him Jason Avant, he's got better weapons than Donovan McNabb ever had, and LaShawn McCoy is better than Brian Westbrook. This offense should be, I believe, the best in the league, Phil.
Merle, you are bringing a ray of sunshine into my life right now. I could not be more happy. I believe that this is the year, guys. This is the year that the Eagles go to the Super Bowl, and I could not be more excited. Merle, we are running out of time, but thank you so much for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Maurice, I am Phil from Mount Airy. Thank you for joining us, and we will talk to you soon. Merle, thank you again for coming by.
Phil, I appreciate you having me, and I am equally excited for the return of Eagles football.